What is going on today, folks? It is, what day is it? April 30th. Wow, April's over. 2026. Let's see what we got in store for us today. What do we have here? This is going to be interesting. Okay, let's get the environment set up before we start thinking too deeply about how to resolve this. Um, okay, get this background color a nice bluish gray. Okay, what are we working with here? It seems like a bunch of squares. Okay. How do we do this? I think I have an idea. Uh, is it a good idea though? Okay, so it seems like these four squares and these four squares are essentially, if you put these four in a particular shape and you kind of box shadow it down whatever 30, 20 and over, I don't know, 60, 70, then you'll kind of duplicate both of them offset. And then you'd have to somehow figure out how to add these. But it seems like these two green shapes they exist in the space between these, in the gaps, in the offset rather between these. Like for example, what I'm saying is this particular shape looks like it matches the offset here, and likewise this bottom one here. So, what does that mean? Does that mean anything? I don't know. This is gonna be fun. Okay. How are we gonna do this? I have a funny approach. I'm gonna split it into, okay, I'm gonna do two components. Basically these green rectangles, right? One here and one here. And I'm going to have a border top and border bottom on both of them. And I'm just going to position them slightly offset like that. And then for these, I'm going to do a conic gradient, a repeating conic gradient, and same story over here. I don't know, like that's how my brain kind of like is making sense of like this chaos. Because I feel like if you're going to do box shadow, 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 that's going to be insane. You could technically do these as box shadows, but tuck them in. You know what? Let's try both. I'm gonna try that conic gradient solution I had, and let's see if that lands us anywhere. Okay. Margin, I don't know, 20, background black. How are we looking? Okay, fantastic. Just what I wanted. And now if I take this out and I do a, so is it repeating conic gradient? And then we have this one 0, 25%. And then we have, well, clear, right? Well, let's flip them around actually. And we'll do 0, 50%. 0. Okay. And we're looking at, so we have 20 to 80, so 60 pixels at 60px, 60px. Not what I wanted, but I think it's okay because I can now just go 0 slash If that's 60, we go 120px, 120px. Maybe. Okay, I think we got the first one, and yep, and then we have no repeat maybe. Okay. So I'm gonna do the same here, but I'm going to now position this down 160 and over 260. Well, 240 and then 140. Okay, those two are done. Now we got these two. I mean, I can technically get away with. Wait a minute. Okay, how are we gonna do this? So if I do another conic gradient, but this time the bottom left is green, and then I overlap it with this one. The thing is, the fact that they both overlap each other, that's where I feel like I'm gonna mess up. Let's try it again. Let's try it though. And we'll have a conic gradient. This isn't gonna be repeating. We're gonna do same story at 60 pixels. Uh, cool, cool. Let's just take that whole thing. Okay, and then this time we will do. We'll do. Okay, let's go 50, and then if we go now green 0, right? Okay, what if I did do repeating? 0, 75%. Okay, kind of what I want. And then same story here, 0 and then 120px, 120px, right? Slash, slash. And no repeat once again. Okay, what are we looking at here? And why is it way off? What if I do, 50px, 150. No, you know what though? Like, okay, if I just get rid of this, you know what? And then we'll just go with the white again here, or whatever the closest thing to white. 0, 100%. Okay, let's push this to where we need it. So we go 150 maybe? Nope. 130, 120, and then we will go up minus 10px. 0, 20. Okay, so that's kind of where we want it. And then it's this overlap. Like I can do it again. Okay, if I do it again, now the green over here is going to be like that would be solved if I did, for example, instead of having this conic gradient here, I bump it up here as well. And then I can have the background color of okay. Let's just keep kind of working through this solution. Conic gradient here will go down What? 120, 120. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. So just need to get that. So here now, I need to, instead of the green, which starts with 6 here, I need to put it as the second color. And then the third color would be transparent. Rather, yep. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. No. What am I doing? Oh, here. Okay. So this is my dilemma. This little sliver. Do I just add a conic gradient there to kind of overlap it? It seems like overkill. I got 4 of them already. Oh my goodness. What are we at? 10 minutes. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. How are we gonna solve this? That's already, like, we have it up there. You know, I think I have a solution. Okay. I think I have a solution. If I comment this one out for a sec. It needs to be, that's in the right spot, but this needs to be down there. Okay. If I take this one and I bump it up right here. So now the difference is now I can do something funky with this. I can change the height of it to, instead of 120, what is that? So we go from 160 to 140. So instead of 120 as a height, we'll go 100. And that's the, just can't win. And if I did the same actually for this, that'd be funny. It's gonna have a gap now, right? Oh, that's not what I wanted. This one, 100. And then if I push it down, 40? Wait, what? Hold on a sec. Yeah, 140. Oh, I don't even know what's going on. Okay. I could put a conic gradient here. I don't know if I want to do that. Conic gradient will go 20 pixels by at 20 px. No, no, at 60 px, 20 px. This color, we go this color, no, rather 75%, 0. And I think I can get away with 0 here, right? Okay. And then we'll just go, let's make it red. And then we'll push it over 150 px, 150, and then 150 px, 60, 70, 40, 20, 50, 60, 70, 80, and then we're gonna change it to this color instead of red. What? Okay, 14 minutes for this ugly solution. Let's see how. I'm not sure. 601. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Let's do this. Let's do. think a bunch of it can be conic gradient. Copy. Let's go -c. Copy, and then we have var k. I don't know how many characters I saved there. 629, 580. Oh, considerable amount. Um, mm, um, let's see if I did this and I did -t for tile. And everywhere the one, okay. Nope, 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 nope. Where does it exist first? It is here. Boom, 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 boom. We go var -t. I'm so confused. 591? Like, okay. All right. Okay. I think I'm gonna stick with this. I'm just gonna now trim it down. 493. Submit. Now, after this, I'm gonna try the box shadow solution. Whenever it's done. 604. Let's compare it to global stats. Average. Wow, 624. Atrocious. Wow. Okay, how are people solving this? Okay, damn, I'm doing something wrong. Okay. Whoopsie. Let's undo some work here. Okay. Background will go this color, but let's do we're gonna do 20 and 20, but it's gonna be, so 20 and 20 I said. 20 and then 20, 220, 320. Beautiful. And then 120, 220. Beautiful. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted. And then we're gonna have a background and then a color, right? And then now just box shadow galore. We'll go box shadow. We are gonna have, we're gonna go over 60, was it 60 px? 60 px. 120 px, 120 px. 180 px, 180 px. And now I'm going to have those two green ones. So if they're going to be, well, so 120, 120 px, but now instead of, they'll be 60. And also this color. Same with 180px, 120px. No, and in this color. Okay, fantastic. And now I'm gonna go with 120, no, one rather 180px, and then this is gonna be down instead of 60, it's gonna be down 40. 40px. 40, I did something wrong. 40, 30, 20. And then this is actually 120. Why? No problem. Okay, just gotta get the sequencing right. And then now 180px, and then 80px, and then 240px, 120px, comma, and then just, oh no. So this is gonna be 120, no, 80, 120, 140. And then final one would be 240, 300px, 200px. Submit. Oh, 286. Oh, way, way better. What was my last one? Psh, 200 characters. And that's, oh my God, this is a way better solution. Okay, done. All of these. Okay, all of these. Okay, all of these. Boom, boom. And then now we gotta go with submit. So 211. Oh no. 653. Global stats. Okay, that's more like it. That's more like it. And you guys had to sit down for that 17 minutes of the first solution. And I'm sorry. My sincere apologies. If you're still here, you a real one. I appreciate you. And I just wanted to thank you for sticking around to the very end to see how my brain works. And sometimes it doesn't work. And today was one of the days where I chose not working really hard before working really hard. But I'm I'm glad I actually stuck around and tried another solution. It bumped up my score, and I'm okay with that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I've been rambling. I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day.